The Electricity Regulation Amendment Bill, once signed into law, will allow for greater participation of the private sector in electricity generation. The Electricity Minister Kgosientsho Ramokgopa says government wants to see the bill that's currently sitting at the desk of the President signed into an act. This bill will provide for additional electricity generation capacity and infrastructure while establishing the duties, powers and functions of the transmission system operator.
The pen will be ready for the President to put this into effect. And what does it mean? So it means a number of things. It establishes two main principles of how you are going to deal with the new generators, new players in the ecosystem. It introduces the principles of equity and fairness on how these players are able to access the grid.
The country has seen 54 days of no rolling blackouts. The minister says this can be attributed to multiple factors, including the implementation of the Energy Action Plan, with the biggest being interventions at Eskom's ailing power stations.
If you look at the 2022 going to 2023, 2023 going to 2024, and 2024 going into 2025, you can see now consistently from week number 2 that the performance of this period now, April to May, is better than similar periods in 2022, better than the experience in 2023.
The country will be heading to the polls on May 29th, and Eskom expects minimum disruption from the energy front following the signing of a memorandum of understanding with the IEC to keep the lights on during the elections.
We're working quite closely with the IEC in the planning for all electricity-related logistics around the election. We are supporting the IEC so that they can do what they need to do in preparation for the election. We are aware of certain hotspots, and again, we are working with the IEC to deal with whatever contingencies that may be required to deal with those particular hotspots.
Government is also considering its next legal steps following a court ruling mandating Eskom to guarantee continuous power supply to various public institutions, including police stations, public health facilities, and schools.
We have never denied that load shedding is diminishing the constitutional rights of citizens, including the right to good quality learning, healthcare, you mentioned them. So it's a major disruption. The one issue that we've been raising was that we needed legal clarity on what that means when you say that the minister must design effective plans, so that we are not in contempt of the law when we design plans that the court doesn't deem to be appropriate.
The month of May is Energy Saving Month. Eskom says demand is also starting to heighten going into winter, with a positive outlook still maintained. Well, Eskom says theirs will be to bring load shedding to a complete end as they look to the President to sign the Electricity Amendment Regulations Bill into law. A positive outlook still going into winter, with consumers urged to use electricity sparingly. Eskom has also vowed to play their part to ensure a smooth election come May 29th. Katlego Logodi, SABC News at Eskom's Megawatt Park.